The alarm clock blared, shattering the silence of the early morning. It was 4:30 in the morning, a time when most people were still deep in their slumber. Alex had never been awake at this hour, let alone ready to tackle a mental challenge. His eyes were heavy, and his body protested against the early wake-up call. He was here, in this high-tech facility, for one reason: to learn the art of pattern recognition from Sarah, a renowned expert in cognitive training. The facility was state-of-the-art, filled with the latest technology and tools designed to push the boundaries of human cognition. Sarah had stressed the importance of these early morning sessions. She believed that the mind was at its most receptive during these quiet hours. "The world is a cacophony of noise," she had said, her voice calm and measured. But in the stillness of pre-dawn, the signal-to-noise ratio is at its peak. In these early hours, the brain is primed for optimal learning. The distractions of the day have yet to intrude, allowing for a clarity of thought that is hard to achieve at any other time. The brain is primed for optimal learning. Alex, still groggy, looked out the window. The city was asleep, shrouded in a blue pre-dawn light. The streets were empty, and the usual hustle and bustle were replaced by a serene stillness. He could almost feel his mind, usually cluttered with the day's worries and distractions, beginning to settle, like dust motes in a sunbeam. The quiet of the morning was like a balm, soothing his anxious thoughts. He took a deep breath, the air cool and crisp in his lungs. It was a refreshing change from the usual rush of his daily routine. He took a deep breath, the air cool and crisp in his lungs. This was going to be different. This was going to be different. This was going to be special. He could feel it in the air, in the quiet determination that had settled over him. This was going to be special. With a newfound sense of purpose, Alex prepared himself for the challenge ahead. Sarah's lab was a testament to minimalist design, a space where every element had a purpose and nothing was superfluous. The walls were painted a calming white, devoid of any distractions, creating an environment that fostered focus and clarity. A single screen, displaying a complex web of interconnected nodes, pulsed with soft light, representing the intricate connections within the human brain. Sarah, clad in a lab coat, greeted Alex with a warm smile, her eyes reflecting a blend of excitement and confidence. "Welcome, Alex," she began, her voice soft but filled with quiet authority. "Today, we begin an extraordinary journey. Today, we begin the journey of unlocking your innate ability to perceive the patterns that govern our world," she continued, guiding him to a chair. She placed a lightweight, almost invisible headset on his head, ensuring it fit snugly and comfortably. "These sensors," she explained, her fingers tracing the delicate lines of the device, "will monitor your brainwave activity in real time. Think of it as listening to the symphony of your mind," she said, as it learns to recognize the subtle harmonies of patterns and rhythms. Alex, intrigued by the prospect, felt a surge of anticipation and curiosity. He was about to embark on a journey into the uncharted territories of his own mind, ready to explore the depths of his consciousness. The screen flickered to life, displaying a series of seemingly random images, stock charts with jagged lines, weather patterns swirling across a map, even the ebb and flow of crowds in a busy city square. "Most people," Sarah began, her voice barely above a whisper, "see only chaos, randomness, the surface noise of life. But within that apparent chaos lies a hidden order, a matrix of patterns waiting to be deciphered. Pattern recognition," she continued, her eyes locking onto Alex's, "goes beyond simply seeing prices, trends, or indicators. It's about perceiving the underlying structures, the repeating motifs, the subtle connections that bind seemingly disparate events together." Alex, captivated, felt a shift in his perception. The once random images on the screen seemed to pulsate with a newfound significance, a hidden language waiting to be understood. As Alex focused on the images, his mind began to race. He could feel himself searching for connections, for repeating sequences, for the hidden logic that underpinned the seemingly random chaos. The neural sensors hummed softly, translating his brainwave activity into a vibrant tapestry of color and light on the screen. "Look," Sarah whispered, her finger tracing a series of peaks and valleys on the brainwave graph. Your pattern sensitivity is already increasing. Your brain is beginning to recognize the recurring themes, the subtle nuances that were invisible just moments ago. Alex, energized by the visual representation of his own cognitive processes, dove deeper into the exercise. He could feel his focus sharpening, his awareness expanding, as he began to perceive the world through a new lens, a lens that revealed the hidden order beneath the surface of things. Section 5. Jensen's Triad, Navigating the Levels of Pattern Recognition. There are 3 distinct states of pattern recognition, Sarah explained, her voice taking on a professorial tone. These states are crucial for understanding how we process and interpret the world around us. Dr. Jensen, a pioneer in the field of cognitive psychology, identified them as unconscious detection, conscious recognition, and integrated mastery. His groundbreaking work has paved the way for deeper insights into human cognition. She tapped the screen, bringing up a diagram that illustrated the 3 states. Each state represents a different level of cognitive engagement and understanding. At the first level, unconscious detection, your brain picks up on patterns without you even realizing it. This is the most basic form of pattern recognition, operating entirely below the level of conscious awareness. It's a subconscious process, like recognizing a familiar face in a crowd. Your brain is constantly scanning and identifying patterns without you having to think about it. She pointed to the second level, conscious recognition. This is where things start to get interesting. Here, you become consciously aware of the patterns you're perceiving. You can start to see the connections and relationships between different pieces of information. You can articulate them, analyze them, even predict future outcomes based on them. This level of recognition allows for more deliberate and strategic thinking. Finally, she reached the pinnacle of the pyramid, integrated mastery. This is the highest level of pattern recognition. This is the ultimate goal, Alex. Achieving integrated mastery means you have internalized the patterns so deeply that they become second nature. When you achieve integrated mastery, pattern recognition becomes an innate part of your being. It's as if your brain is on autopilot, effortlessly identifying and utilizing patterns. You see patterns effortlessly, intuitively, in everything you do. This level of mastery allows for a seamless integration of knowledge and action, making you more effective in any task you undertake. Section 6. Life's Hidden Architectures, from Markets to Relationships. The implications of this, Sarah continued, her eyes gleaming with excitement, extend far beyond the realm of trading or financial markets. Pattern recognition is the language of the universe. It's the key to understanding everything from human behavior and social dynamics to the rise and fall of civilizations and the intricate dance of celestial bodies. Think about it, Alex, she urged, her voice filled with passion. Every interaction you have, every decision you make, every relationship you build is governed by patterns. The patterns of communication, the patterns of trust and betrayal, the patterns of love and loss. They all leave their mark on the fabric of our lives. Alex, his mind racing, felt the weight of her words. He was beginning to grasp the true power of pattern recognition, its ability to unlock the hidden mechanisms that drove the world around him. Section 7. The Digital Deluge, a tsunami threatening our cognitive legacy. A shadow crossed Sarah's face. "But there's a problem, Alex," she said, her voice dropping to a near whisper. "Our modern world, for all its wonders, is drowning us in a sea of digital noise. Our brains, constantly bombarded with information, are losing their innate ability to discern patterns, to separate the signal from the noise." "Think about it," she said, her gaze intense. "We're bombarded with notifications, emails, social media updates, a never-ending stream of digital distractions. Our attention spans are shrinking, our minds are becoming fragmented, and our capacity for deep, sustained focus, the kind of focus required for true pattern recognition, is eroding at an alarming rate." Section 8. A Generational Decline, the Shrinking Capacity for Pattern Recognition. Studies have shown, Sarah continued, her voice grave, that each generation is becoming increasingly less adept at recognizing patterns. The neural pathways responsible for this crucial skill are becoming weaker, less developed, like muscles atrophying from lack of use. "We are on the precipice of a cognitive crisis," she warned, her voice echoing in the silent lab. "If we don't take steps to counteract this digital deluge, we risk losing a fundamental aspect of what makes us human, our ability to perceive order in chaos, to find meaning in the world around us." Section 9. The 6-Week Crucible. Forging an Iron Will for Patterns. "This is why the next 6 weeks are critical, Alex," Sarah said, her voice firm, resolute. "We have a limited window to reawaken your innate capacity for pattern recognition, to forge new neural pathways, to strengthen your cognitive muscles against the onslaught of digital noise. This won't be easy," she cautioned. "It will require discipline, dedication, and an unwavering commitment to pushing beyond your comfort zone. But I assure you, Alex, the rewards will be well worth the effort." Section 10. The Great Divide. Pattern Masters and the Digitally Overwhelmed. "The world is changing, Alex," Sarah said, her voice softening. "A great divide is emerging between those who can navigate the complexities of our interconnected world, those who can see and understand the patterns, and those who are swept away by the digital tide. The choice is yours, Alex," she said, placing a hand on his shoulder. "Will you be a master of the patterns, shaping your destiny with clarity and purpose? Or will you be lost in the noise, adrift in a sea of digital chaos?" Alex, his mind ablaze with newfound awareness, looked out the window at the awakening city. He knew, with unwavering certainty, that he had embarked on a journey that would forever change the way he saw the world.